Hey YouTube, welcome back to Vintage on Vintage. I'm Steve, and today I am doing a VR for an exciting new channel. So let me pull up my top of the line graphics. The channel I want to do a VR for, I want to support, I want to make sure that you give them a sub, is a great new channel called For Collectors. It's For Collectors for Collectors. And it is four of the community's better channels. You've got Theo from Clemente Collector, James, Elite Hunters, Cesar, Pepino Man, and John, 3D80s Kids. They're going to collaborate to do an interactive channel that does things, like live streams, interviews, Q&As. And if you've watched any of their channels, they're going to continue to do their own channels, but you know the kind of creativity and fun they're going to bring to this channel. So I'm really excited for this. I want to make sure you also know on the 27th they're going to kick this off with 8 hours of content. Each of the four I just mentioned are going to have an hour of content themselves. In addition to that, Adam and Dylan are going to do a segment of Turn Back the Clock. Don and John, Wade Boggs fan, are going to do an episode of Two Guys, One Hobby. Three Good Nerds is going to have a TTM episode and probably some cool guest appearances on that. And then Dom of Staven Sports Card is going to have an episode. So it should be a fun-packed day of some great content. So that, once again, it's For Collectors. So they're a new channel. Make sure you give them a sub. Make sure you tune in on the 27th because it should be a lot of fun. The other thing they asked us to do was pick 4 cards in honor of For Collectors and tell us which a channel they remind you of. So what I wanted to do on this, I wanted to do something a little different. I went and I pulled a box I hadn't looked at in quite some time. I was looking for cards I know I hadn't shared yet. Put my hand in there, pulled out like 20 cards, went through until 4 of them hit channels that reminded me of it. It was pretty easy, to be honest with you. So here are the channels and here are the cards. The first channel I'm going to talk about is Staven Sports Cards. So Dom, he's got an episode on the 27th. Dom's got a fantastic channel, a lot of fun to watch, some really unique stuff. He's a great supporter out there, supporting the entire community. He's got a podcast that's cool and great to listen to. So enjoy Dom, Staven Sports Cards. The card that I pulled that, of course, reminded me of Dom is this 1972 Lou Brock. And the reason it does is because I did a contest a while back where I asked people to find players that they shared a birthday with, and Dom shares a birthday with Lou Brock, so his Hall of Fame birthday buddy. I think he's actually got 2 Hall of Famers he shares a birthday with. So that reminded me right away when I saw this card of Dom and his channel. The other thing I will tell you is I was doing a bit of research the other day, and I saw a website that stated that Lou Brock was one of the most overrated Hall of Famers ever. And, I struggled with that. He's not on the same tier as, Ted Williams or Willie Mays or Henry Aaron, but very few people are. But when you look at his career, so he had 3,023 hits. That's 28th all time. 1,610 runs. That's 46th all time. 486 doubles. That's 77th all time. 141 triples, that's 61st all time. And of course, his 938 stolen bases are second all time. So he's within the top 1 percentile on 5 categories. So I struggle putting the word overrated with Lou Brock. I think he was a really good ball player who probably should get more accolades for as good a career as he had. The next channel I wanted to talk about is Basement Card Collector. That's Jason. Really enjoy Jason's channel. I love the way he presents. He has a pretty unique channel, a lot of variables, different types of stuff. He's into TTMing. I'm not a huge TTMer, but I enjoy watching other people do it. But he also does a lot of episodes where he's big into statistics, which I love, and he's big into, he's got quizzes out there that he posts on a regular basis. So the card I pulled that reminded me of Jason's channel is this right here. And I love this card. It is a 1989 Andre Dawson Captain Crunch. So, you know, this card I pulled from a box of cereal back in the day. Jason's a huge Cub, Niner, and Bulls fan, and he's a big Andre Dawson fan. So when I pulled this card, I knew he would appreciate it, and it reminded me right away of Jason and Basement Card Collector. Next channel I have a card to relate to is Return to Collecting, and that's Darren. Darren is a great guy. I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to meet him at the National and spend some time talking to him. Fantastic guy. His channel's fairly new, but it's growing quickly, and it's got some great content. I love watching Darren's channel. His cards, you know, where my cards are middle of the road at best, his cards are top shelf. Some fantastic cards. Probably has the best looking Nolan Ryan rookie card I've seen. He's a huge Nolan Ryan fan, so when I reached into that box and I pulled this card out, it had me thinking of Darren. This is a 1992 Leaf Coca-Cola Nolan Ryan card, and I love this card. Like, I love action photos, like Ryan's about to throw that fastball right by you. I love the gold trimming of the card. I mean, it's not an overly expensive card. It's just a really cool card. And of course, it's Nolan Ryan, which as soon as I saw that, Darren and Return to Collecting came to mind. The last channel I'm going to throw out is SFI Sports Cards. Sammy's one of my don't miss channels. I love listening to or watching his content. He's got a very unique and a lot of variety. You know, he has Hall of Famers, of course, but he also shares a lot of non-Hall of Famers, players that were great in their days that, you know, people should know about. And I really enjoy that. I think last week he did one on Tony Fernandez, who was a really great player. So the other thing he does on Saturdays, you know, he pulls cards out and he does a weekly lineup, which I watch every week because it's just fun to watch. And he goes into a lot of in-depth about all the players. So he takes a lot of time to do a lot of research. He's a great guy. He's got a great channel. The card that reminded me of Sammy was this card right here. It's not really a card, it's a sticker. It's a 1982 top sticker, third year Rickey Henderson. Sammy's a big Rickey fan, has a lot of Rickey cards that he shares on his channel. As a matter of fact, he's doing a Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson base run, which is really cool, and he shares that a lot. So when I saw this card, Sammy, I thought of you right away. Sammy's got a great channel. So anyway, those are the cards that remind me of 4 great channels. Remember, sub for collectors. It's going to be a great channel. Mark your calendars for the 27th, 8 hours of great content, and let's support our friends out there. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Stay safe, keep collecting, and we will talk again.